Hey guys, welcome back to another upload on the channel. Plenty of Newcastle United transfer news to talk about today. When I said yesterday there was a lot to talk about, I wasn't lying, there really is. But anyway guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure to head down there, subscribe, smash a like button as well, really does help off the channel. It keeps you guys updated on all the news, etc. But anyway, a couple of things to talk about first. Kieran Trippier is the first Newcastle player to make it into the England squad since 2016. We'll talk a bit more about that in a bit. I didn't want to start this video off on a bad note. However, though, when I woke up in the morning and I saw this on social media, it really did get a reaction out of me. I'm extremely disappointed to see a fellow Newcastle United content creator get racially abused in his live stream last night. That's just not good enough at all. It's 2022 and how are people still getting racially abused? Yeah, I mean, for any YouTuber, that's more the negative part of doing YouTube videos. You will get abuse, and to see this sort of abuse towards someone. Bear in mind, it was Peter as well from Lodi HQ. I had the pleasure of speaking to him a couple of times in live streams. He's just a sound guy. How could he even abuse him? Never mind racially abuse him. So yeah, it's a disgrace. It's not good enough at all. And I mean, we need to stamp this out. It's just a farce how it's still happening. But unfortunately, when people can just make fake accounts on YouTube and hide behind a keyboard, they can do whatever they want, and it's just not good enough at all. I always enjoy speaking to the lads in Lodi HQ, and I'm looking forward again in the summer to having our chance to speak to them. But that's the channel there, guys, who do really good content on there, so make sure I go check them out and show Pete your support. But anyway, let's start to talk about the transfer news now. Let's begin off by talking about the left-back situation in Newcastle there, because it's a bit of a mess at the minute, to say the least. Matt Targett, he joined us on loan from Aston Villa. There is an obligation in his contract which says that we can buy him for £15 million. However, though, within the last couple of days, there's now evidence to say that he might actually not join the club in the summer. We'll begin off with his girlfriend. So once again, Instagram just comes in clutch all the time. So his girlfriend puts a post out here, as you can see in the caption down at the bottom. Short and sweet. The little part of the caption there, she actually ended up changing that part of the caption, removing it completely. It's caused a lot of reaction from football fans, and further evidence as well actually confirm that this could be true is the fact we're trying to sign Atletico Madrid left back at the same time. Now there is a lot of reports that are stating this is true. Newcastle are actually trying to get him, but some reports claiming that it's getting very close, and the players' party is extremely happy with Newcastle's project. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. It looks like we're trying to sign another left back at the same time. But what's going on with Matt Targett? Now, this is quite hard to tell at the minute, because I remember, I think it was about a week ago, I said that Matt Targett came out and he's like, oh, well, the fans know what I want as a player. And he was just hinting that he wants to move to Newcastle, and all of a sudden his girlfriend comes out, and within the last couple of days or so, a lot of reports are coming out saying that Newcastle are not interested or want an attacking fullback instead. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is a player's choice, I don't know if it's a club's choice, but regardless, there's something going on here. There's something not quite right. And furthermore, one more ridiculous article I've seen, by the way, this is exclusive here, saying that Newcastle are trying to sign Turney for £50 million. £50 million for an injury-prone left-back. I've heard it all. Like, I don't believe that one at all. However, though, keep an eye on the other two. Matt Targett, I don't know what it is, but we don't seem to want him at the minute. I don't know. Maybe it's just the media starting to spark things up, but it doesn't look good at the minute for Matt Targett. As I always say in these videos, you need to take everything with a pinch of salt. There's been so many reports in the media being linked to about 50 players already. Now, obviously, a good amount of these aren't going to be true, so we've got to kind of just go through all of them. You just got to decipher yourselves which one you believe in. Some of these will be true. I'm 100% certain that Newcastle will be trying to get deals done now, so when the window opens we can sign players straight away. Kieran Trippier is good evidence of that, and he is the first Newcastle United player to make the England squad since Andros Townsend all the way back in 2016. I remember going to the Stadium Light when he came on, everyone was booing him. I remember that. It's just mad, but it's finally good to see Southgate put aside his northeast bias mentality and get Kieran Trippier in that squad. But anyway though, on to Sean Longstaff now, a player that, I mean, is just probably never going to play a thing, to be honest. But yeah, Sean Longstaff. So according to a lot of fan media reports and social media, stuff's been done behind the scenes, and he will actually sign a new contract for Newcastle. So obviously, like I said before, take it with a massive pinch of salt. But yeah, this is something I could see happening. I think with the last few games or so, he really has put a good effort in, and he's been quite unhappy with the lack of game time he's getting. So if Eddie Howe's either gave him some more money or he's tried to settle things down a bit, then he's a Newcastle fan through and through. So it looks like he has signed a new contract. I'll keep you updated with this one, but What do you guys think about that one? Do you think Sean Longstaff deserves to stay at Newcastle United? That's the question for you. Let's talk about Lucas Paqueta now. Was he punished for his choice to go to Newcastle for a week, or the fact he was wearing a Newcastle top in Bruno's back garden? Well, he was dropped from the Lyon squad after playing 19 matches in a row in the final game of the season. Admittedly, yes, they're already out of European football, but I don't know, the fact he's played 19 matches in a row and he's an unused sub in the final game of the season, I think it does raise some eyebrows. I think it is one of the sort of ones where you can go, you know what, I think the player's gotten some bother behind the scenes for his actions at Newcastle. I think I do honestly agree with that. I think behind the scenes, the club wouldn't have been happy with certain aspects of his trip to Newcastle, and I think he did get grilled for it. But, I mean, there's no reports on this, there's no journalists talking about it, it's just honestly just speculation. But the truth is, he didn't play the last game of the season when he played the previous 90 in a row. Do you think he was dropped just for the sake of it, or do you think there's something more to this? As I said in previous videos, I always think there's more to these sort of things, and yeah, I think he did get into trouble, to be honest. Let's quickly talk about Sunderland now, because I've seen a tweet this morning I thought was quite funny. See the casting jokes of water again. But yeah, for whatever reason, the Sunderland fans started digging Newcastle, Leeds and Liverpool for the fact they've been promoted to the Championship, which, what? Doesn't even make any sense. Like, why is he bragging about being in the Championship? I mean, what? I don't understand that tweet at all. I don't get how we're supposed to be gutted by it. I'm not gutted by it, to be honest. Okay, you got promoted, you're back in the Championship, well done. But Newcastle were not going anywhere, so you got to get promoted again if you want to see some derbies. But I don't know why that tweet is a thing, to be honest. I might talk about this in another video maybe, but I don't know why that is there. I just put it on the screen because I thought it was a bit funny. A bit off topic from transfer news, but I wanted to talk about Jack Greenish's comments about Miguel Almiron yesterday. Now, I remember, I think it was a couple months ago when I was slagging Almiron off. A lot of people were saying I was quite harsh to him, but bloody hell, I saw that Jack Greenish one yesterday, and that was nothing compared to mine. He just destroyed them in his Manchester City. I don't even know what was trophy celebration, was it? I mean, for whatever reason, he just brought Almiron up out of nowhere and just said that Mar was just crap and played like him, just slagging him off completely. I mean, yes, I think he has got problems with the amount of goals he's scoring, but I think the last few weeks, so he has actually put it together a lot more. But yeah, we go. Jack Greenish, just for whatever reason, just had a really big dig at Almiron yesterday. I mean, yes, I'm not his biggest fan, but I wanted to defend him there. Every Newcastle player, anyone gets slagged off, I don't care if it's Jeff Hendrick, I would defend that man. And yeah, I felt quite defensive when I heard about it, to be honest. So yeah, they must be doing something right, those players. Probably the least favourite Newcastle United journalist, Luke Edwards. He's came out now and he's been talking about the potential signs Newcastle are going to make. Now, his article, the main topic of his article is about Jack Harrison, who, of course, stayed up with Leeds United, saying that Newcastle would have signed him if we got relegated, and they're still trying to get him. Now, I think Leeds had the better players than Burnley, so like Rafinha, of course, Phillips, Jack Harrison, he just said there's a lot of decent players in that squad that I think Newcastle would actually go for. But now that they're staying up, it's going to be a lot harder to get those players. And for example, Rafinha, I've seen him celebrating in your way and with all the fans, so chances are he's going to stay, which is a bit sad. But at the end of the day, I think Newcastle will try and capitalise on relegated players. So keep an eye on that. I think the likes of Saw, for example, from Watford, as Tarkowski, he's one of those pops for quite a bit as well. They're not amazing players, but they're players that for squad depth or someone rotation or whatever it may be, they are decent players. But anyway, the biggest point by Luke Edwards' quote was actually that he was talking about the fact that Newcastle are going to try and get a player before the window opens. Now, this is something that a lot of journalists have agreed on, that Newcastle at this current moment are trying to sign players, to get players ready to come in as soon as that transfer window is open. As I said before, like the pre-plan ahead. And with our pre-season tour starting in July this year, the start of July, so we want to try and get some players in, I imagine, to go on that tour. I don't know exactly where it's going to be yet, but I'll tell you this, guys, I will be there wherever it is in the world. So obviously there'll be some limitations to that, but I'm going to save up. I'm going to make sure I've got the funds, and yeah, wherever it's going to be, please don't be Australia, New Zealand, but I will be wherever it's going to be. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish things off there. There are quite a few reports at the minute, but I don't want to put loads of them on the screen because that's not the point of this video. I just want to tell you what I think and talk about individual sightings. I want you guys to go away and do your own research and have your own beliefs. But one thing I'm going to say is not to look at the differences between all the articles, but look for the things that are similar. If all the articles are constantly saying that we're trying to sign someone in before the window opens, then chances are we are trying to do that. But when it's about 20 different players popping up, then yes, some of them aren't going to be factual, so keep an eye on that. But yeah, I don't want to try and swerve people in a certain direction as well. As I said before, I want you guys to have your own mindset and stuff. I don't want to try and lead you down a path, shall we say. But yeah, plenty of stuff to talk about there. Lucas Paqueta, got Lodi. I mean, damn, there's a lot. And that's just the start. The window doesn't open for another couple weeks yet or something. So we get ready for it. We get ready to go. Newcastle, yeah, there's plenty of stuff going to be planned, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, I appreciate your support as always. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one.